Previously on Star Wars: Darkest Dawn. Our heroes have made the jump to hyperspace and have landed on the planet of Elrude, in the Elrude sector. Previously on Star Wars: Darkest Dawn. The Ebonhawk touched down on the landing pad for Sovereign Reclamation, a corporation managed and financed by the enigmatic Lord Taurenar. Once inside the facility, Nasara and Drade began reviewing the records provided to them by Montar Baron, a supervisor in charge of the salvage operations for Sovereign Reclamation. Supervisor Baron ordered his men to assist the team with the necessary repairs to the Ebonhawk's damaged jump drive. No sooner had the repair work been completed, alarms began to blare throughout the facility, warning of impending danger. Descending from the skies were ships bearing emblems of the Crimson Valor, a deadly group of pirates who roamed the space lanes of the Elrude sector. Among their small armada of vessels was a modified Imperial Customs Guardian light cruiser and 3 highly modified starfighters, affectionately called Y-TIE Uglies, ships that utilize the main body of a Y-Wing starfighter, but have the wings and shielding of a TIE fighter. Laser blasts filled the skies over Korad as Owen and Ashijak took to the gunnery stations aboard the Ebonhawk and hammered the pirates with several well-timed shots, successfully shooting down 2 of the fighters and forcing the Guardian light cruiser to flee. We now find our heroes enjoying some downtime for their success, and Lord Rimark checking in on their potential rewards.
outside.
Shelly, I can hear your son laughing.
Oh, I forgot to tell him to close his door. One moment, please.
You always yell at him.
There we go. That's probably what she's doing.
Oh no, I meant from her room.
So we are back. We are live once again for more Star Wars Darkest Dawn. We're down some people and some people not on camera, but that's okay. Most everybody is here. So best wishes to Dale, who is going to urgent care to try and kick whatever crud he's got rolling around in his sinuses and head right now. So
Poor guy.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that bad.
I didn't either. I mean, he
Poor
said
guy.
he.
I hope you
bad,
get
but-
mine, Dale, if you're watching this.
he's
Yeah.
not.
Don't worry, we'll bring your shit back in one piece. Not a scratch, I promise.
Not a scratch on it.
Hey, who knows?
That was
I
there.
lo-
We got it.
I was
All
on
I
my
have
phone
to
while
say
was in
is
the
I
hospital.
didn't do it.
It's not my fault.
It's
Yeah.
not my fault.
Not
It's not my fault.
I'm pretty sure that was already there.
We'll just have Shelly roll some more repair rolls like her tech and cyberpunk
Oh my
does.
gosh, no. That was not my. That thing was a piece of crap to begin with, so she did him a favor.
So, if you have been watching from the beginning, I played part of episode 3's intro by mistake, and then I quickly got the most recent game recap on here. So, at this point, everybody has now made it back from the Elrude sector, and the ship, of course, has touched down. The Ebonhawk is being finalized and repaired and refueled. There's already been some debriefing with Nassara at this point. Right now we haven't actually gone into a time jump just yet. You guys are currently at the capital Pelagon right now, at the palatial estate of Lord Exal Torinar. Mike, you had something you were wanting to do. You said it was computer related.
Yeah, no, I didn't, but it is kind of
Okay.
trying to forge a new identity.
Aha. So code chain.
I was just trying to find forgery in the book, but there we go. Perception skills, because I think forgery is the character has the ability to falsify electronic documents to say what the character wishes. So I'm trying to create a whole new identity.
Okay. That is definitely possible. You would actually you can set up the initial basics for it, but you're going to actually have to get to a customs terminal to, in essence, make it piggyback, kind of like a virus. And it's like,
Okay.
oh, hey, this was always here, sort of thing. So you can get it prepped. You'll just have
Just
to
like
have
that
it.
scratch on the ship.
Right, exactly. That's always been there. What are you talking about? So you can definitely do the prep work there, and then it's just a matter of transferring it into their database at that point in time.
Okay.
So, it would be. Let me grab a character sheet here real quick. Darkest Dawn. There we go. So for a difficulty, that is going to be difficult. You need somewhere in the range of at least 16 to 20.
So yeah, the idea was to put in some rolls every night while we fly.
Okay. I'll give you 2 rolls then, given the difficulty of this.
Okay. You need 2 rolls to get 16 on 6-sided dice.
That it depends on how many
Actually,
you
I
have.
can't- Oops. That's
Wrong.
let's try that again. There we go. Hey, 20 on the first roll.
So you were incredulously mocking me for what reason exactly?
Nothing.
And 22.
I got
So-
42 total.
Within the first leg of the flight, you think you have a a pretty reasonable facsimile of a fake identity. I'll let you come up with the name and the planet of origin.
So I'm going to let Owen or Colin come up with that because it's for him.
Okay.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh.
Because we can't have you giving out your real ID again.
Yeah. Good point.
So I'm trying to give him documentation from somewhere across the galaxy. Maybe if it's possible, slide him into some Imperial records that he was a trooper somewhere. Wait, are we still in the clone era or
No.
no? We're not. So just to give him a reason to have Imperial knowledge, but on the far side of the galaxy, so nobody here is just like, hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
That
Well,
he did his 2
I
years of
will-
service. Or whatever.
I will let you guys come up with that on the side. You
Yeah.
will, of course, need to come up with that soon. So decide on a name and a planet that you think sounds good. You might want to just look at the map since you're trying to find someplace far away, and then look at some names there and go from there.
Okay. That's all. I just wanted to get that in the works so that he
Sure.
could have a proper new identity.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So yeah, you will definitely need to go to a customs area and eventually break into it. For the most part, any customs database that's run by the Empire will suffice because it's all a giant network. You just need to successfully hack it at that point and drop it in.
All right. Will do.
Okay, well that was pretty easy then. The rest of the leg of the trip is kind of boring at this point. You touchdown on paper. Did you touch down on the ocean planet of Pelagon on one of the platforms at the palatial estate? Everybody is of course ushered off, and some basic crew at this point is going back to the Ebon Hawk, crying at this point at the work of art that they were brought back. But they've rebuilt it once; they can do it again. And they get to work on getting it in working order and cleaned back up. At this point, Tycho, you have actually been called into a meeting since you are now back
Very well.
to give a status report to Lord Torino.
Lovely. What time is it?
By the time you guys touch down, it is evening time.
Okay,
Tool
so I'm blind as a bat. Okay.
You're not blind as a bat. There are running lights and everything. It's not like everything just goes completely black. The problem is, since you're light sensitive and you're not very good in the darkness, you kind of have to walk where the little illumination is.
Yes.
So, like you basically have to follow the dots until you get to someplace that's got more illumination.
I will follow the dots till I get into the Lord Tornar's office, and I don't know. I guess wait to be called in if he's already there and he's expecting me. I just walk.
He
in.
is. He is at this point. He motions. He motions for you to come in as he sees you waiting outside his office at the estate at this point.
Okay. So I'll Tycho kind of just walks in. Evening, Lord Tornar.
Good evening, Lord Remark. I am curious to hear your report.
Well, give me just one moment while I pull up the notes real quick.
Remember, this is all in character, so you don't have to like recap this like you're recapping a whole game.
Right, no, but there were some things to do.
Mhm.
There were a lot of things to do. So we went. Okay, so we made it to Elrude just fine. We met with Lord. Oh, it's your cousin. I can't remember his name. Is it Quinn? Let me see.
My cousin has rarely ever been called a Quinn.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember his name and I can't.
Keona.
Drakkar or something. Oh, Kiona.
Kiona, thank you. Oh my goodness. It's been a long trip, Lord Tornar. It's been a long
You
trip.
can't read its notes. It's too dark in the room.
Yes, it's too dark. So
Alright,
we
well,
made it to Elrude. We went ahead and helped Lady Nasara with her negotiations, and there were a lot of celebration, cause for celebration. There were a lot of indentured servants that received their freedom, so that was very nice. The delivery was successful, no problems there. We did stop by the planet Korad as requested by by the your cousin. There, everything seemed to be going okay until we were attacked by some pirates.
mhm.
I believe they were the the Crimson Valor pirates, and so they are causing trouble in Korad. Um, Thankfully, we made it out alive. Unfortunately, your ship, the Ebon Hawk, took some damage, and we are back. But I guess the question is, what do you want to do about the Crimson Valor?
I think they will be dealt with in an appropriate fashion at a later date.
Okay. I was wondering. I was like, this would be a good opportunity for Lord Tornar to flex his military might.
Oh, is that what you thought?
A good cleaning of the planet would be in order.
Well, yes, that's something that greater corporations than mine have attempted to try and failed at gloriously. So I'm not going to attempt that particular folly, and I'm just going to utilize the planet for the resource that it is.
That's a good. It's good that you bring that up. We were looking over. Lady Nassar and I were looking over the counting records, and it seems like it's just barely making enough profit. I don't know if that's something that is concerning.
Not as of this moment. It is turning enough of a profit for me.
Okay. Very good. Then I guess the only other issue we have to discuss that I would like to discuss is Owen. When you found him, did you do an extensive background check on the
I
man?
did.
Did you know he was affiliated with the Empire?
I did.
And you believe he has cut ties and you trust him completely?
That is an excellent question, one that I would leave up to the team leader to actually discern.
Okay.
I do believe I tasked you with that glorious purpose, did I not?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I guess now it's a wait and see. So far, he has been very helpful on the mission, so I have no complaints.
I
I
did happen to hear that he splashed one of the bogies, correct? One of the starfighters that were inbound.
Oh yes, he did shoot down one of those white tie uglies, I believe. I think I hit my head and I can't. Everything's a bit
That
jumbled.
not an official entry into your report, is it?
What? Oh, that
That you ducked your head. That's
no, hit my head. Hit my head.
hit your head. I see.
Yes. No, that's not in the report at all. Um, I just, it's been a long trip. It's been a long trip,
So you have said.
and it was one heck of an adventure. I wasn't thinking I'm gonna be fighting pirates, my first outing. So
Well, congratulations on your team's successful first adventure.
Mhm.
You managed to accomplish what I had hoped. I am curious as to your thoughts on your team as of this point, since you have raised concerns about Owen
well,
and,
Owens,
of course, the others. I would like to hear your thoughts.
Lady Nasara is very adept at diplomacy and negotiation. She is invaluable. Drade is one heck of a pilot. Definitely saved our rears out there. Ashi Jock helped with. She also took out some fighters. She was on one of the other guns. She is indispensable as well. She's also a mechanic, and she was helping with repairs. Montan, as always, he was very good with how should I say this? Information technologies. So overall, I believe we have a really good group.
Good.
I think we'll work together. We'll continue to work together and just continue to gel. I think this first mission was, you just don't get attacked every day. So, so it's kind of eye opening. I'm glad that we all were able to work together to get out of that situation.
Well, good. Now on to your compensation.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm certain that's something you were interested in, even though you were seemed to miss that point initially, but that's quite all right. You are new to the tactical side of this type of operation, I take it.
Yes. On my planet, the women are usually the ones that would be handling this type of operation.
Oh, yes, the gender role, it's a matriarchy, correct?
It's matriarchal, yes.
Yes, okay.
So, I'm glad I was able to perform as well as I did, and I thank my mother and all of my teachers. But yes, compensation. Oh, that also reminds me. I would like to get either like a line of credit or some type of account for business expenses.
Really? And what were your thoughts on this?
Well, I was hoping I could get a letter of recommendation and I could go to the Bank of Pelagon and get a line of credit with them.
Oh, I see. So you would like something official then, with your name attached to it. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going with this. Yes. So that's actually okay.
You're thinking too much like a noble, and you need to think a little bit more scoundrelly.
Scoundrelly. Okay. I'll need to find some scoundrels.
As for this account,
Yes.
I do not have a problem giving you access to a small liquidity account that does not register with the banking clan as of this point. Keep in mind, though, that the more you use it, the higher possibility that it will be tracked by the banking institutions, and then, of course, internal Imperial operations.
We don't want the Empire finding out. Yeah.
So you will want to use it sparingly, but I will allow for some capital to flow into that account so that you have something to operate with as a discretionary fund.
Excellent, excellent. Good.
As for your pay, he slides over a credit stick. He says, I have attached the 7,000 credit base pay for your team, as well as a 20% danger pay, giving you a total of 8,400 to distribute amongst your team.
All right.
However you see fit, that is, of course, up to you.
Excellent. Okay.
Also, the supervisor Baron, he sends his regards and also offered your team, your pilot in particular, I believe, of the ship. He has sent an Arakid Tumral heavy laser cannon turret. Should your pilot be interested in installing that in his craft?
I'd imagine he would be. Okay, well. That is, thank you for that, for letting me know about that. I will have to get with Drade later on. I'm sure there's a cost attached to that, but we can...
A cost attached to a gift?
No. To install it.
No, that would not be, that isn't necessary.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to weapons on spacecraft. So, okay, very good. So we have the money. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you. If you have any other missions,
I do actually have another job. It is time sensitive. I'm
so
so glad you asked.
We'd have to leave now then? Well, let's take a look.
You would need to leave very, very soon.
Okay.
There would be enough time to finish the install of the heavy laser turret upon Drade's vessel, and then you would probably have to be leaving. He says also there is an additional 100 credits, and he slides it out. They're physical, like chips.
Yes.
And he says this is for the team to take a night off and perhaps relax, drink, eat. And also, I neglected to add, there is I have procured a flop house for the rest of your team.
Flop house, excellent.
That way they have their own individual rooms instead of shared cabins upon the vessel when they are not currently running amongst the galaxy.
Excellent. This is very generous. Thank you, Lord Tornar. I will let them know immediately. This flop house, is there any rent attached to it, or is it just...
No, it is not. That is all being subsidized by myself.
Excellent. Okay.
It is up to your team for interior decorating and the adding of additional security or whatever creature comforts that you might need. It is simply a basic location with enough rooms for your team and a common living area as well as a kitchen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very good. I guess if there's nothing else, I will...
Did you wish to know about the other job?
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, yes. The other job. What does this entail?
It is a retrieval of an individual.
Ah.
The target's name is Randall Tentalo. He's actually of personal interest to myself and a contact of mine.
Okay. Does Mr. Randall here, is he what does he do for a living? Is he a painter, a scientist, a scoundrel?
Well, let's just say he's a friend from back during the war.
Friend from the war. Excellent.
He's actually run afoul of several angry crime bosses thanks to being essentially too good. And so now he's caught between those rival crime lords. And he slides a data pad over to you that has just some base information on it. The first crime lord is Spurvoax Wick. He's a Hut crime boss with his fingers in spice trading, slavery, and most things unsavory. The second is Subix Harg, another Hut crime boss, but a strong up-and-comer in the underworld. So it's basically the young attempting to eat the old and upseat them. And I will also give you the spellings of those names, since they are Star Wars spellings.
Excellent.
You mean their keyboard mesh?
Yes, exactly. Just behold my gods. I need to make an actual Star Wars character with that name.
Nice.
Lord Behold my gods. Because he takes it to the limit. He says, from what I understand from my contacts there, Randall has now has gone to ground and is hiding amongst the Corellian sector in Nar Shaddaa. It is a time-sensitive job. You must bring him back intact and alive in one piece. This is of a particular importance given the time sensitivity because of the fact that he is caught between those two crime lords. That also means that if others get wind of this, there could be other bounty hunters on his trail. Now tell me, Tycho, what exactly do you know of Nar Shaddaa? Anything at all?
Let us roll.
I'm back.
Welcome back. And that would be planetary system.
It sure would.
All right. Oh my! I don't know anything, Lord Toronar. Could you please enlighten me?
Oh, so you got a 1 on top of
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, you start like rattling off, some other planet.
Yeah.
And he says, that's Tatooine.
Oh, well, I must have my planets mixed up today.
It must be the Hutts. I completely understand. He says, the best way to look at Nar Shaddaa is it's a Hutt-controlled world similar to Coruscant. It's an ecumenopolis, meaning the entire planet is a city.
Okay. And it's controlled by the Hutts.
It is controlled by the Hutts, meaning you will have to be on your best behavior and be wary about tipping off why you are there. This is not some place You will necessarily have to worry about Imperial control, but Imperial spies will be everywhere.
Oof. Okay.
Nearly every vice imaginable can be found in this particular planet. I mean, after all, it is controlled by the Hutts.
Excellent. Okay. Well, we'll see. Let's see what the group has to say about this.
He says the data pad contains the rest of the information that you might need. Feel free to share this with your team. You, of course, have several hours before the turret has been finished being installed, and you will then be whisked away to the Pelagian star in orbit to take the vessel and conduct the job.
Oh, okay. Which vessel are we using again?
You're using actually Dale's at this point. It's
Okay, very good. Okay, yes.
It's a Gertrock freighter. I don't remember what exactly he named it.
I think it was the Blue Falcon. Was it
Blue
The
Falcon.
blue saber.
Blue Saber? I was
Yeah,
so
I knew
Saber,
it wasn't a
yeah.
Falcon.
We were close.
yeah.
So the Pelagian Star is the
Space
space
station.
station.
It's the refurbished ship.
Got it.
It was
Capital ship?
It was a capital ship. Now it's being used as a space station.
I can't remember if it was an Imperial one or if it was his.
No, it was actually it belonged to the what is in the world is the name of the house? Why am I
Oh, it
drawing
was a
blank on
rival
it?
house.
No, it's actually the
Cadrian?
nope.
Pelagia.
That House Pelagia? Yeah. Yep. So it belonged to the House Pelagia. It was their capital ship.
Hmm. Oh, that's right. It sustained a lot of damage, and they turned it into a space station.
Yep, a space station.
Okay. All right. It's all
Uh,
coming back to me.
How big is a capital ship? Is it like Star Destroyer size?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, capital ships are Star Destroyer or larger.
Okay.
So anything you might remember from the Clone Wars that looked like the old school Victory class Star Destroyers from the older films, basically they look like they were pyramids with the stack on top. Any of those ships, those were all capital ships.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, it looks like no rest for the wicked. I bid you a good night, Lord Tornar, and we'll see each other again soon.
I hope so. Good luck on this particular mission. And again, I cannot stress, be careful, be quiet, and do not tip anybody off.
Understood. With that, he'll walk back, turn around, and walk to wherever the team is at. Oh, does the data pad have where the flop house is located?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right. So
What's the pay?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
I didn't capture that in the.
Oh, it was 8,400 total.
No, for the next one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. How much is the?
You actually didn't ask anything.
Yeah. Okay, let's look on the data pad real
We
quick.
are terrible mercenaries.
Yes.
Too trusting. Too trusting.
You're like, we're the great value mercenaries. We'll get it done.
Get it done for free. Okay, so he's gonna scroll on the data pad real quick, see if he can find the price.
10K.
Ooh,
There we go.
Okay. Okay. All right, he's gonna put that back in his. No, actually, he's gonna keep that out and use the little flashlight, so he can get back to where everybody is at.
Okay. Well, you don't need it inside the estate, and presumably at this point, everybody is just kind of waiting in a common area right now for you to return.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So if we're all gathered in a room, Taika will walk in. He'll take a deep breath. He'll close the doors, and he'll turn around and says, "Okay, everyone. Um, we have another mission, and we kind of have to leave in a little bit. I was kind of wondering what your guys' feelings on that were. You guys good to go? Do you guys want to say no this time? It's 10K.
Depends on the job.
Okay. Well, the job is we have to find an individual and rescue this individual. Apparently, he is a friend of Lord Tornar, and he is stuck on Nar Shaddaa, and he is being hunted so far by two Hut crime lords, and he needs help soon, or they're gonna find him and you know.
Would Owen know anything about Nar Shaddaa, given he's from Tatooine?
Tatooine is a good bit away from Nar Shaddaa, but if you have planetary systems, you can certainly roll it.
I don't have planetary systems. I have knowledge, but
Well, if you have knowledge, you don't have to be trained in planetary systems. You might have watched something on the news. So go ahead and roll your knowledge. See if you got something.
all right. Oh, I got a 6.
So roll the 6 again. Let's see what you get.
3, so that's 16.
Okay, that's enough for a very difficult feat. So good job. You would know, you don't know a whole lot of specifics, but you know that Nar Shaddaa is a very, very big world. It's nicknamed the Smuggler's Moon. It is kind of like a giant Las Vegas, with Monaco and the surrounding shadier areas of both Nevada and and the North Africa kind of all mixed into one. Like it's there's a reason why people stay away unless you have illegitimate business to do there.
This is going to take a while to find Toronar's lad. You know that Nar Shaddaa is a large planet nicknamed the Smuggler's Moon, right?
I did not. I did not actually.
If
no,
he, if he
okay.
has huts after him, that is not going to stop them from just hiring bounty hunters.
Right. And there's something else we need to worry about. Imperial spies.
Jerome,
Yes.
I rolled a 26 on my planetary. Would there be anything more that I would know?
You would. I'll actually just send that to you directly. Speaking of which, Davey, I sent you more mission
I
details.
saw that. Yes. Oh, you saw. You gave me more. Oh no. Okay.
I sent it to you directly in Facebook because you have the notepad.
I have the notepad.
So this man, he is hiding from multiple huts.
2 huts, in particular.
Do we have any leg up to find this man who is already hiding?
We do. We have a contact on Nar Shaddaa that can
Oh,
help
good.
us. So,
I've always heard that Nar Shaddaa is a place where you go when you want to not be found. So we'll need all the help we can get.
okay. Well, if you guys are okay with it, I'll go ahead and press yes that we'll take the job. And we got a heavy laser turret from, oh my goodness, from Korad. The supervisor there, Baron, I believe his name, gifted it to us. And so that's going to be going on the Blue Saber. And we'll be taking Drade's vessel this time, not the Ebon Hawk.
Probably best to not show up with a collector's ship.
Right, yeah, that could get stolen real quick.
It's a
Well,
little
unless
bit,
if you have the money.
I mean, it just mean it's a little bit noticeable.
Baron. That is true. Yes, I think if we're going to do this quietly, a nondescript ship. No offense, Drade. Get in, find the contact, get the individual in question, and just get the heck out. Are there any weapons laws that I should know about when it comes to Nar Shaddaa?
On a smuggler's planet?
Okay, very good.
Don't be caught without one.
Right. Okay, so I guess unlike last time, we don't have to worry about getting licenses or anything like that. We did get paid for the previous mission that we did. We did get 20% in hazard pay, which is really good. And Lord Tornar gave us 100 credits to divide amongst everyone. Yes.
Tycho.
Yes.
Something else I think that might help us while we are on Nar Shaddaa. There is one crime lord. His name is Gracchus. And he runs the entire planet. And all of the other crime lords roll under him.
Would it be worth it to make contact with him, I wonder?
What would you tell him why we are there?
Right, we don't want to say anything.
No, because he said specifically, do not tip them off.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be tipping them off.
Okay. Yeah. But if we could come up with a story, what would a rich kid on a ship want to do on a smuggler's planet?
Gambling. Swoop racing.
Okay. I think we have a little bit of a
contraband. Any number of things, really.
Okay. All right.
You could even be vacationing, and this is where you wanted to go.
I like that idea. I'm here on vacation. I brought my coterie with me. You know, we're chill.
Maybe a couple to be your coterie. The rest just bodyguards.
Yes. Yes, I need bodyguards.
Nasara would be a good companion for you.
I suppose we could go that direction.
Well, it doesn't have to be that kind of companionship. You're just his companion for the trip. Friends.
We're just friends.
Unless you guys want to play the drama, I don't know.
No.
And Asara just kind of like eyes him for a moment.
No. You have a kid. I'm pretty sure you have someone that you're involved with. So we're just gonna.
Well, it's all for show, anyways. I mean, we're not. I wasn't suggesting that you guys hook up for real.
You know what? I don't think we need to plan this far in advance.
Yeah,
This is
you know what?
Bliss, you know,
L'amour is
I-
in there.
I volunteer to play Nasara's bodyguard.
Okay. Excellent. Montan, you will
So
be
am
my
I-
bodyguard.
Am I
Oh,
a high
no,
class
but you're,
companion or a low class companion?
Hmm?
Am I a high class companion or a low class companion?
The high class companion?
Okay.
I would be
I
low
don't
class
know
companion.
what would you travel with, a high or a low class?
High class. What on earth? I mean, what on Pelagia? Okay, so we have these 100 credits we need to divvy out. Oh, also, guys, we got little apartments for you guys. So if you guys want to excellent.
So
Whenever we're not on business, you have a place to stay on planet. It's not furnished, but you don't have to pay any rent. So whatever you decide to put in there is yours. And it would just be better than staying cramped on the ship all the time, you know? So
where is the turret?
it's being delivered and it's gonna be installed on the Blue Saber.
I wish to do some shopping while we are landside, while this thing's being installed.
Excellent. Okay. Go do that. He'll select yes on the pad that we accepted the mission.
Okay.
Before you go, Montan, I need to. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If we're splitting it even, it's 1,400.
No, the 100 credits.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
What are we?
That's
6?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's 16.66 repeating.
I wasn't really
well, Trade
feeling
wants to
like
stay with the
going
ship.
out.
So
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay with this ship. I'll just go with Montaigne. I don't need. I don't need anything.
Okay, he's going to give everybody 16 credits. So 16 for you, 16 for you, 16 for you,
Don't,
16
don't
for
spend
you.
it all in one place.
Don't spend it all in one place. Get yourself something nice to eat. New pair of shoes. Yeah. And that leaves 4 credits left over, which Tycho will pocket and put it into the rainy day fund. In case we need credits. All right. Did you guys? Okay, you guys wanted to do shopping. Did you guys want to see the flop house before or after? Probably after.
Well, keep in mind the Blue Saber is actually in orbit right now, so you don't have access to it currently.
Oh, the ship. But the apartment. Oh, we don't have access to the apartment. You mean?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. All right. Let's see. And you guys need to get paid. So he's going to open up the little pad. 1,400 for you, 1,400 for you, 1,400 for you, 1,400 for you, 1,400 for you. Okay. So let me go ahead and make that note on my character sheet that I received. Where do we put the money on this sheet?
I'm just writing notes and under special abilities.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll put it.
Yeah, on the bottom
Of the
on the
first
bottom
page.
of the
credits.
first page it says
Bottom
credits.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. I knew it was there. I knew. So plus
I now have
150.
1616.
1550. Nice. Ka-ching.
Wait, how much was it
Or
each?
1416.
1400 for last payment. Each 1400 each for the last
So that's 16.
and 16 credits for get yourself something nice.
Okay.
Out of character,
Mhm.
how much time would we have? Would we say like 3 hours, 4 hours?
For the installation of the gun, in essence, it's probably going to be about like 7 hours. So there's time to
Okay.
do some shopping and get a bit of shut eye and get something to eat, like, you know, just rest up before you guys have to go back out.
Okay, good. Then I know where I'm going. All right. Thank you, everyone. We did awesome work last time. We'll be awesome again this time. We just got to be quiet, non-discreet, in and out. And I wish you well on your shopping trip. I am headed off to bed. He's going to head to his house.
Okay, so you have a shuttle, not a shuttle, but
Yeah.
somebody from the staff takes you on a speeder and
Yep.
takes you to your apartment. So Nasara,
Yes.
anything in particular you're doing, or are you just
I
going to
am
relax?
trying to decide what to bring to the mission.
Oh, I see. You're deciding on high class or low class again.
Yes.
Okay.
I literally am.
Yep.
my
On what to
Pinterest board.
pack.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, obviously, taking the time to, spend a few hours with my son,
Of course.
etc., etc.
Yep. He is telling you all about, the swoop bike races that he caught. These were not in person. He caught them on TV, on the HoloNet, and he also tells you that he is getting better at getting taser faced.
You know, the point is to not get taser faced, right?
He says, "But Mommy, it's so fun." And he just
Okay.
starts going like, I make faces just like that, and everybody cracks up laughing. It's great.
Okay, well, eventually you'll probably get tired of that. And that's a skill you'll want to learn because, they won't always just be tasers.
Okay, but did you know that electricity has a taste?
I did not know that.
It tastes kind of like iron.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I hope you continue to get a little bit better at that. Nonetheless.
Oh! I will. I will. Mommy, I'm actually trying. I promise. I'm not. I'm not sloughing off. They won't let me slough off. But every so often, I dip when I should duck, and I get taser faced.
Well, at least you have a good attitude about it. So.
Oh, it hurt the first couple of times, for sure. I'm getting kind of used to it though. Like now my Leku, when I get hit, go like flying out backwards and whatnot. They kind of stand end on end.
Okay, honey.
They can't all be winners.
He'll get there.
He says, "Oh," and they said I'm doing like above average with my schoolwork.
Excellent.
Auntie Belle says I need to pay more attention to my homework, but I don't know. I don't like homework.
Well, the faster you do your homework, the quicker you can get back to watching your swoop races.
I would think that was the case, but Auntie Belle says the exact opposite. And if I don't take my time, then I have to keep going back and going and redoing it.
Oh, no, that is a good point too. I guess it's a balance.
So I tried to do it fast like you wanted me to, and it doesn't seem to be working out quite well.
All right, honey.
Are you leaving again?
Yeah. This one won't be quite as long, I think. But yes, I have another mission pretty soon.
Oh, so are you going someplace scary, or is it someplace like Elrude again?
It's a little bit more exciting than Elrude, but hopefully
exciting how?
You know what? I'll tell you all about it when I get back.
Aw, you're not gonna tell me where you're going? Come on, please.
It's probably better that you don't know a whole lot about this place just yet at your age.
Oh, come on. I'm almost 11. I can handle it.
Nope, but maybe I'll get you a souvenir. We'll see what I can
Oh, okay.
find
Deal.
on the way.
Pinky swear.
All right.
Okay. He says, okay, now are you going to tuck me up like a spice roll?
You bet I am.
Okay. And so he flops backward, onto the bed, real quick, and has like a big, really cheesy grin as he's getting ready for you to tuck him in.
She'll go ahead and tuck him in like a spice roll.
Okay.
Aww.
Gets him all burritoed in. And so he just kind of giggles. And he says, okay, night, Mom. I'll see you soon.
Nice. All right. Be good.
I promise to behave.
I hope so.
So he kind of does a little wave from under the the tightly bound covers
Waves.
that he's in. Yeah.
Waves with his leku.
Yep. Just like.
And she'll head back out.
Okay.
We get a bit of sleep.
Sure. What in particular, those who are shopping, what were you shopping for?
Droid parts.
And Ashi Jack?
I think maybe like personal equipment, more kind of like armor based.
Yeah, you can definitely buy armor.
Yeah.
That's actually in the book, the basic armor. That is not what I'm looking for. These are all ships.
Bringing up the book.
Smut. Hello,
There-
Justin. Just entered in
Hi,
and told
Justin.
everybody smut. Okay, so 356 is the page that it's all on. It looks like.
356.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the template book. I don't want the template book.
Come back up here real fast. Nero. Those are ships. Those are ground vehicles. Here we go.
Say the number again.
356.
356.
Whew. Hope you already had some money.
Well, keep in mind, a lot of those are actual full suits and whatnot.
Yeah.
So if you are wanting to get because right now, really the only things that you could probably pick up reliably would be the blast helmet and blast vest, just the basic kind of standard armor that most civilians and low end corporate security would have.
I was looking more like the blast vest. I don't know. Could she get a helmet that fits her head?
Yeah.
Okay. Then she'll just do that. She'll get a helmet and a vest.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was looking for.
That'll work. So that's going to cost you about 500 credits.
Yep. Okay.
So just write down those details there.
Okay.
Can I haggle?
What's that?
Can we haggle for discounts?
I'll give you a shot.
She'll have Montaigne with her, so he can haggle.
Yeah, we can shop together.
She'll learn the art of haggling.
So bargain?
Yes. Haggle.
24.
Wow, nice. Okay. So let me do some math here real quick.
This is a side that hasn't come up for Montaigne yet.
Okay, so then you start bantering back and forth about overall price, trying to talk the particular vendor down, and with your haggle roll, your bargain, you get 100 knocked off. So instead of 500, it's going to be 400.
Sweet, thank you.
Nice.
Now watch, the one I'm going to use for myself is going to fail right off the bat.
All right. Droid parts. So
I've already got a list.
What is it you're looking for?
So what I can afford,
right,
is I want a scomp link because the droid's got to attach to something.
Right. Okay.
I'm buying 2 move so that he can roll around.
Okay. So basically motor actuators, right?
Yeah. I'm buying 1D of technical and 1D of astrogation.
Okay.
And I'm buying 2 restraining bolts just to have with me.
Okay. I take it you already have all those pulled up in front of you? Okay.
Yeah, I can drop it in chat if you want.
Yeah, if you could please, that'd be appreciated. I didn't have the droid book pulled up for that.
And she's gonna buy him dinner since he helped her out with the
okay.
So she's got dinner.
Sure.
So
I put it in Discord. Do you want it in Facebook or?
Oh no, either way is fine.
Okay.
Do we want average or do we want about average meal?
Well, hang on, because I want to bargain for my my parts too.
Sure. Yeah. So you hit up a droid builder and repair shop at this point, looking for parts and technical equipment that will fit your old T3 unit. So go ahead and roll.
I did. I got a 23 with a 6 on the front.
Ooh, look at that. So you got to roll 6 again.
Plus
wow,
2,
that
25.
comes up 2 more. So 25. Huzzah. All right, so let me get that pulled back up real quick, and we will do some quick math, and we'll see what you get tacked off. Ooh, you were cutting it close.
Yeah, I've got like less than 100 credits after I buy these things.
Yeah. So haggling this was a good idea. Okay, so where's my calculator again? It's on it. There we go. 1350. Boom. So out of the 1350 overall that it would cost you for all of that, take off 270.
Nice.
So he appreciates the haggling and that you seem to know what it is that you're looking for specifically, as opposed to like the usual customers that come in that don't know jack about droids or whatnot. So it's not just a haggling. You're probably talking a little bit of history of the parts, talking shop and whatnot. And so he knocks off some of the price for the friendly banter, and you are good to go.
Okay.
So they'll get dinner. How much am I knocking off for dinner?
You can't haggle for dinner.
I know, but
You're like, the menu says 20 credits, but if I give you 15.
yeah, no. She's not going to haggle for dinner. I'm just asking, how much do you want me to knock off of my credits for dinner?
Whatever quality of dinner you're attempting to get.
I probably average.
So let's get a good planet side dinner because we're going to be on a ship for a while.
So you want upscale?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sure.
upscale.
Okay.
How much is that going to cost us?
50 credits.
Oh, 50 credits a piece?
50 credits a piece.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay.
So you are treated to some of the, at that point then, some of the finest seafood that Pelagon has to offer. You actually go to a very quaint looking restaurant that kind of overlooks the rest of the city platform and the ocean itself at night. So it actually has a really nice view. And in fact, Brittany, if you have it, could you kick those the pictures of that place over into the group Facebook chat?
Let me see if I can find them.
If you click on an image, you should be able to scroll backwards and find it from there.
No, but it was a bit ago.
Wow, was it really that long? Well, we chat a lot, so that's probably why.
Did we roll for our
Oh, there it is.
force points?
Oh.
No, we didn't, because this is the.
Oh, I think I found it.
We haven't rolled for character points yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And Colin's offline now, so his birthday doesn't count.
But no, it does, because he was here. I'm not going to penalize everybody because he got knocked offline because the power suddenly went out. So somebody's going to have to roll for him, though. Or actually, hold on a second. He still has
Yeah, he
access
can do it
to
on his
Discord.
own.
Yeah. I'll send that over to him birthday. Hopefully he sees this. We haven't had
So before dinner, I want to make sure we get the my droid chassis and the parts all delivered to the Blue Saber. I can work on the droid while we're in flight.
Yep, that'll work. That'll work.
And she can help.
And what if we've been rolling for the month? It's 1d6, right?
I think so.
Good question.
I'll go ahead and roll. I'm in there.
Yeah, because we got 6 XP for last
2.
month. So
Okay.
I got a 2.
Alrighty, so it's 2 right now. if Colin gets this, then we'll have him roll that. See what additional you guys
Okay.
get. Okay,
Oh, we
so
can put that in the chat when we get.
So pulling this back up, flight time from where you guys are at, that you are in the colonies. And we are going 1, 2, 3, woohoo, 4 sectors. So you guys are going to be in flight. What is that? How did we work that out again? You know, I'll figure it out later. I'm not gonna. It's not important right now to the scene, but I will figure it out outside of game and post that to you. But it is a bit of a trip one way. I'm just letting you know that right now.
I'm just gonna put several. So just a couple of days.
Oh, it's several.
Okay, for several days.
Yeah, if not potentially a week. I just need to
Okay.
look up how much
Okay.
it's going to be, because I remember I had it someplace. I just don't, because there was
That's
a
fine.
different math in essence that I was using with that rather than the.
Did you pin it? Let me see.
I don't know if I did, and if I didn't, shame on me.
Oh, shoot.
No. Star Wars discussion. Because I remember it was. Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. Oh, thank you, God. Okay. So you were going from the colonies to the outer rim. So yeah, base traveling in hours is 96, and the jump drives on these, or hyperdrives, I should say, in essence, the same thing. Let me get the Gertrude freighter.
I forget what the multiplier was.
Yeah, I'm getting pulled up. I want to say it's 2. That's not it. Doggone it. Come on. Okay, I'm not going to look it up in the book. I could probably find it online easier. There we go. I knew I was spelling it wrong for some reason. Okay. Mustang Games. Ha ha ha. One of the reasons why I love this ship, or I love this game system. It's so popular. So many websites have actually got their stats posted. Okay, so it's hyperdrive multipliers times 2. So you're going to take 96 hours times 2, and that's how long you guys will be in flight.
Was that like 8 days?
8 days.
And that's
Life
one
in the
way.
sun.
8 days one way. Woo-hoo.
I lied to my son. You should have chosen a closer planet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Bum, bum, bum. So, at any rate, after you guys get everything taken care of, you have a nice meal. I posted the picture of the place in the chat. So that is the restaurant that you guys were at. Very, very swank, sci-fi. So, but then after that, of course, you would take some time to rest and then take a shuttle into orbit to the Pelagon Star, which is a large capital ship that is now kind of permanently centered in orbit around the planet. And you can see there's some traffic coming in and out of it, like you would normally see from a starport. Import, export, people just stopping by, getting refueled, whatever have you. And as you guys are brought aboard, you now see that there is a modification to the Blue Saber.
Ooh.
So, if you guys actually have you, I think the picture.
I don't think I've ever seen the Blue Saber.
Yeah, it is in. I believe Dale posted the picture.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I don't think my character's ever actually been to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, good point.
Oh, you know what? Dale, not only did Dale put the picture in there, he posted the stats. I should have remembered.
Oh.
I'm pinning that right now. So.
Oh, it looks like a turtle.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It looks like a flying sea turtle.
Are we gonna assume that he's with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, that means you're.
Because I don't know who's gonna fly this thing.
But if you guys see there in the middle how it has that kind of a round section in the very middle, that is where the turret is located. So the first gun that you have is fixed forward. It's right there on top of the cab, or the cockpit, I should say, if you take a look at it. The second turret now is actually installed right there on top.
Does it swivel, I guess?
Yeah,
Or
that's
is
why
it-
it's a turret.
Ah,
So
oh.
it has a full arc.
Okay. Excellent.
So much like the Millennium Falcon at that point. So it has a swivel, can fire anywhere except on itself.
So it'll be 2 gunners instead of 1.
Precisely.
Okay. So me and Owen. Nice.
So if somebody wants to jot this down, the turret is a little different than the front facing gun.
Okay.
So all the rest of the stats on that weapon you can copy. It's the same. Firing arc is a turret though, so it's 360. The fire control on it is 2D. So it's a little bit better fire control when you're firing it. And the damage is 5D.
Nice.
Basically, and Montan, now that you're starting to kind of learn ships, because of your repairs and whatnot, you would know that this is one of the most powerful cannons that you can buy for stock.
Nice.
So, commercially viable. Empire isn't going to hassle you over it. There's stuff that's stronger, but at that point, that's military grade and illegal.
Okay.
So the 2 of them would be kind of drooling over this turret.
I don't know if you would be drooling, but definitely more excited that you have more firepower to throw at people.
Very nice. Very nice.
The inside, of course, has been cleaned. The food has been replaced, as well as the fueling source. And in fact, all of the bunk, because you don't have separate cabins. If you guys have seen the floor plans of the Gertrock freighter, they are bunk beds and cabins. Do you see where the 2 engines are in the front there? I don't have the floor plans right here in front of me, but the cabins that you guys would camp out in and sleep are like right directly on either side of that wing. Like one is like right there near that, the other one's right there near the other one towards the middle.
Okay.
In fact, I may actually have, I know I downloaded at one point in time. Nope. You can find it online though. If you just look it up, there's dozens of websites that have cataloged this particular freighter. So if you find it, you can post it up there. Oh goodness. Does this actually show the upper deck too? That is very different from, that's an interesting floor plan, but that's very different than what I'm used to seeing. Wow. Okay. Well, boy, these guys are kind of extensive. Holy cow. I'll throw this out at you guys in a bit. But anyways, so you guys take off and fly, and you guys are obviously in flight for a little over a week at this point. Now, a couple of things about space flight. We didn't actually touch base on this in the first time you guys did this. All space varying vessels that have food processors in them. You have what is in essence, if has anybody seen The Matrix and that kind of goopy protein oatmeal thing that they eat?
Mm-hmm.
That is in essence what comes out of the food processors here. You can obviously you can bring some spice along and doctor it up a little bit. That doesn't really take a whole lot of room, but
Yum.
that is the basics that you're given, and that's what anybody who's done any sort of long distance traveling, you just kind of got to get used to. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, but it does have enough proteins and carbs and whatnot to sustain you. It's just not a very fun meal. Obviously, there's enough water in here as well, and it refilters as it can. And of course, the environmental systems recirculate the air as it goes. Otherwise, it's, for those of you who haven't been aboard a naval ship of any kind, it's very similar, with the exception of there's always flashing lights outside when you are traveling in light speed. But eventually, the vessel finally comes to its destination, drops out of hyperspace. Drade starts going through the routine. You guys got kind of used to him dealing with the corporate side of things. Here it sounds a little official when they say it, but you guys already know this is the shady side of life out here. So anything that they make sound kind of flowery and official, it just kind of leaves you going, it's kind of fake, what are we really paying, sort of thing. But when you touch down into the Nar Shaddaa starport, it is oddly enough very efficient. While it is not corporate, it is enough to rival any corporate locations or Imperial run. That doesn't mean that there isn't anything shady going on. It just means it looks official. It doesn't look like somebody stealing the hubcaps off your ship when your back is turned. But you touch down, somebody's bringing you in. A droid approaches to talk to you, to let you know where you're at, to obey local customs, and to register your firearms, but to keep them on your person at all times. You get a bit of a rundown as to like what would happen if you do discharge your weapons, and a quick basic overview of how the law works out here, which is more of a guideline, which you guys would know right off the bat. It's there for placate's sake. It's not really there to actually obey. Any crime lord is going to bend and break that left, right, and center.
And what bay are we in?
You guys end up parking at Bay 53.
Bay 53.
Let's all write that down.
Yep. In the notes.
That will actually be super important, because as you guys were coming in, it would be the same problem if you forgot where you parked on Coruscant. You could throw your hands up. It's like, it could be anywhere. How could you forget? But as you touch down, since it's a moon, and it doesn't have like a sky per se, like Coruscant does, it's typically black at all times.
Why doesn't it have? There's no atmosphere?
No, there's an atmosphere. It just typically it looks dark.
Okay.
Which adds to the Vegas gambling, racy kind of side, as you see all kinds of like neon signs and ads floating around for things going on.
How does that affect Tycho?
I think I'm good as long as there's neon signs. As soon as we're out of neon signs, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any place in Nar Shaddaa that's out of neon signs.
Not on the surface.
Right.
So
Well, let's go find this contact.
let's go find this contact. Da, 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 da. He'll open his data pad. Looks like we're going to level 88. And there's apparently there's a mechanic shop.
Ooh.
So, and if Mr. Dentor is not there, he'll most likely be at the Meltdown Cafe. So let us
What is the contact's name again?
Ver Dentor.
Ver Dental?
Deontor.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
spelled it wrong. D what?
Deontor.
Okay.
And he's a Zabrak.
A Zabra? Okay.
Zabrak, yeah.
Oh, yay.
What's a Zabrak?
Darth
You guys
Maul.
are gonna have to get used to my
They're-
my bad spelling.
They're not necessarily black and red though.
Yeah.
They can have like
Yeah,
regular
they have different colorings.
skin color,
Oh, okay.
but they've got the like orange.
If you have played Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO, they are one of the playable races.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the trailer for that game is wonderful, and the Jedi is a Zabrak.
Yes,
They're
actually, good
wonderful.
point. And he's not red skinned; he's more kind of tan
Bro, yeah.
brownish.
Swarthy.
Yeah. He actually kicks much butt in that trailer.
He does. He's awesome.
So, as you, I mean, at this point, as you're walking around, like everybody's got a blaster. You went from Elrude and Pelagon, where if somebody had a weapon, like they kept a coat over to something. There. I don't want to say there was a decency about it, but there was a politeness about it. Like, you know, and especially Tycho, that was kind of your speed. It's like you never pulled back the vest or the coat or whatnot to reveal the weapon unless you really intended to probably pull it out and use it. Here, forget. I mean, it's like walking into a porn hub. It's like everything is on display, and you know, so it's like if they've got a big weapon, it's strapped to their back. You know, if they've got armor, you know, it's out there to show. Like everybody is ready to rock at a moment's notice. And if they don't look that way, they're probably one of the servant types or just like a staff of some kind. Like they're very meek, you know, and going about doing whatever it is they're doing.
Okay. Good to know.
And as you get up to you know, platform elevators to take you where you need to go, you know, down to level 88. At that point, what actually no, it wouldn't be an elevator. What they would do is you would hop on a speeder, and then they would go outward and take you down into the
taxi.
open levels. Yeah, via taxi.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
if going back to Star Wars: The Old Republic, if you've ever played that MMO at all, Nar Shaddaa is one of the planets you stumble across, and there are several story arcs there. It is it's very beautifully done. But the atmosphere is breathable here. Again, it's like Vegas top to bottom. Like there's a casino, there's a bar. Like I mean, you could shoot in almost any random direction, and you're going to hit a casino bar.
Okay.
You know, of some form. As you guys pay for a taxi service to take you down further into the planet, down to level 88. The further you go down, the less glamorous it starts to look. And by the time you get down to level 88, which is the Corellian sector, it starts to smell.
Smell
That's
like what?
Corellian.
What is that smell?
Trash.
Ooh.
And as you touch down, you kind of understand why. Again, there are still some other shops. I mean, people have got to get what they need to get. So it's not like it's destitute. But I mean, there are piles of refuse, here and there, just like out in the open, just bringing in the scent and probably pest and pest infestations and whatnot. As you touched on, like this is where, as you start looking around and you start seeing less and less of people with money, and the regal outfits and whatnot, you start seeing it. The more that you look around this particular sector, these are all mostly working class people.
Oh.
So not a whole lot of money, probably stuck in some hard jobs that they toil away in. It's seedy for Nar Shaddaa.
Wow. CD for CD Planet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
And
I believe
as you guys step off the speeder at this point, the speeder takes back up into the air to go back to safer zones.
I do believe we are in the wrong spot.
Oops. Sorry.
Not a good song to touch down into level 88.
I mean, it seems kind of appropriate for Nar
House
Shaddaa.
of the rising sun.
I guess it's a good thing you have your bodyguards.
Yes. I feel overdressed.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what I was expecting. I was
I thought
expecting.
we were going to be blending in a little bit differently.
Yeah. So you guys stand out, and
Let's go.
quickly you end up seeing a red-skinned Rhodian come approaching, rather quickly at this point. And he says, "Uta Guta, my lord."
Uta Guta. How can I help you?
He says, "Oh, no, it is I. I will help you. You seem to have much too wealth to find yourself in the Corellian sector.
I do believe
You need a guide such as I to get you around safely."
Oh, good. Okay. Can you point us into a decent hotel?
He says, "If you're looking for decent hotels, something that might accommodate the likes of you, you are on the wrong level, my lord."
No. Something that will accommodate a normal working class person visiting their grandmother on vacation.
On vacation, he says, "Oh, yes. You'll want to." He kind of points. Rhodians, of course, with their really long fingers and very prehensile looking. He kind of points and he says, "You will wish to go to the Starbird."
Yes, Starbird. Excellent. Is there a place like a clothing store around?
Clothing store? Oh, of course not. Not down here. Most assuredly nothing that you would be interested in.
I would be interested in looking more like a common person.
He says, discerning eye. He says, "I could assist with that for a bit of credit."
Oh, okay. He'll get in his pocket and he'll pull out 1 credit and hand it to him.
He says, "Surely my lord could spare a few more for the services that I could provide."
I have 2 more. I can give you 1 more. And he'll pull out the other one and hand it to him.
And so he kind of, looks at that and he says, "How do you plan on paying for clothing?"
You're right. I should probably take these 2 back. I'm sorry. And he'll go and he'll grab the 2 coins and put him back in his pocket.
Oh, I mean, at this point, he looks furious, and he marches away at that point.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah, that could have gone better. But now we know where to go. We have,
and we've been targeted.
Nah. That
How many of these kind of planets have you been on?
none.
Okay, we've been targeted. So watch your back now.
So, I'm sorry, I got a call from my kid. I had to answer it, but so I figured Montan was distracted.
Yeah, you're fine.
What happened?
This played out a lot like Firefly. It's like, okay, it's a trap. Wait, she seemed happy. You were just fine. She says, right. Did you see us argue? No, trap.
In other words, Tycho was offered a guide. He asked for some money. He first gave him 1 coin and then 2 coins and then took them back and ticked off the guy that offered to be our guide.
He took them back
And Nasara and Tycho are very overdressed.
Yeah.
So they're standing out like sore thumbs.
Can we find this shop? Are we down on level 66 right now?
88.
88.
Can we find the shop?
Someone's got something on the mind. Like, I want to go to a Jedi graveyard.
And get off the street.
Yeah, no, let's go to the hotel, to the Starbird, and get a room.
Okay, so
Yes.
you start walking along the streets at this point. There are
Should we
still
not find the guy?
There are still some neon signs here, although nowhere near as big as elsewhere. It's how they advertise what, certain shops. What you're noticing, though, is many of the buildings down here are warehouses. So if you've ever been into an industrial center, like anywhere around a big city, how it quickly kind of starts looking super sketchy with big buildings and scrap metal and stuff like that. That's kind of the impression you would give this particular sector of Nar Shaddaa. And as you guys are walking along, why doesn't everybody give me a, I can't really say perception alertness check.
Roll perception alertness.
I play White Wolf games too much. Why don't you guys give me just a perception check? You need to get a, say, 10 or higher. Yeah.
Let's go! 15.
All right.
Oh, wait. I got 6s. I roll 2 more 6s.
No, it's not.
Just 1 more 6.
Yeah, it's not each 6. It's the very first die. If the very first die is a 6, then you roll again.
Awesome.
Well, I got a 1.
I got, where did I go? 15 and 2 is 17.
I got a 1 as well.
All right.
I got a 16.
The women folk are completely distracted. Tycho and Montan, as you guys are walking along, you can see and hear some human. His clothing is beat up, but it looks like maybe it was corporate attire at one point in time. So it does have kind of a symmetrical look to it, not like hodgepodge, like a lot of Star Wars denizens might end up looking. But it's beat up a little bit. And he's got 3 people right beside him that are in chains. He's got a small crowd, and he's barking, at the crowd as he is, as you hear him shout out that he's trying to sell off the last of the debt that this unfortunate soul had owed him, and now he has 3 slaves that he cannot use, and he's trying to get just about anything he can. He's having a fireside sale, trying to get rid of these individuals. One that you notice, I accidentally adjusted my volume. That's not good. One is an older man, kind of a full gray beard. All of them look a bit on the scrawny side, like they haven't had, a decent meal in a bit. The older man looks like he's human. Looks like he's probably had one too many days of hard labor. The other is a female Twi'lek with a scar on the left side of her face, which looks like whatever probably injured her from the scarring also took out her eye, so she's got a white, milky eye on the left side. Her skin, however, is red. And does anybody have I want to say culture?
I do.
Go ahead.
Have what is it?
Cultures.
No.
Do I get to roll this?
Yeah.
Even though I rolled a 1?
Well, I'm presuming people alerted you to what's here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Nothing adverse happened with you guys rolling a 1. You were just completely, probably a bit paranoid of where you're at, how you're dressed. So you focused more on your surroundings as opposed to anybody shouting or whatnot.
I got a 12.
15.
I got a 15. 17. I got a 17.
Okay, and what'd you get, Nasara?
15.
Okay, Nasara and Tycho. As a culture, it is tied to alien species, but it's more cultural. Red Twi'leks are rare.
I knew that.
And being that they are rare, that particular color tends to drive the price up. So even with her being scrawny and injured looking, she might go for a decent penny, even still, which it looks like the guy's probably gambling on. And then there is a yellowish green skinned Maryland, which the Marylands are an alien race that look just like humans, except for their skin color. Usually they have like a yellowish skin or a green or some hue in between. And then they have like facial tattoos somewhere, usually in a diamond pattern. In this particular case, he has one row of diamonds that kind of goes like right where his cheek begins, over the ridge of his nose, and then onto the other side. He looks like he's probably a teenager. All their clothes are ratty, and the guy out there is just like barking, and he's got the attention, obviously, of a crowd of like about 20, but nobody seems to be, buying. He's trying to, coax people into taking from him. He's got a couple like low bids in there, people bidding like 1 to 5 credits, and he's like, no, these are worth more than that.
Nasara will
I hate slave
elbow
traders.
Tycho.
Hmm?
We need to step in.
You want to purchase these individuals?
If we can. Get them somewhere they can be safe.
Okay. Do we have room on the ship?
Yes,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
it seats 10.
Yeah, there's only 6 of you, so even if you pushed it, you could still technically house more people because there's plenty of storage space. The problem is, and again, not that you guys care, that would be illegal by Imperial Customs.
Mm. Okay. How do you want to do this? Should I bid, or do you want to bid?
Seeing as I am a Twi'lek, it would probably be more believable if they thought that you were in charge of me.
Okay.
But you ought to drive a hard bargain.
Okay. So he'll get himself ready.
Okay. Nasara,
What's
hold
your
on 1
bargain,
second.
baby?
My bargaining is at a 7 million D6. 3D6 plus 1.
Oh,
Okay. How about you have me do the talking?
Oh,
Are you
excellent.
higher than that?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
that's how he haggled.
Oh, fair enough.
Did you miss it earlier? I was.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I
So
was deciding what dress to wear, which is completely inappropriate now.
So Tycho is gonna like get himself like ready, and
But it looks like this.
great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're way overdressed.
But it fits if you're looking for. You guys are looking for.
Well, for what you guys are doing right now, yes, actually it does.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll kind of like turn over to Montan. Is like, oh, okay, can you go purchase those
You want
individual
me to use
blades?
your name?
Yeah. Well, no, Montan would be doing it.
Yes, you do it in my name. I have money.
Right. Well, he would
Right.
do it in. You're representing your lord.
Yeah, I know that. I got the thing. I just didn't know if he wanted me to have a fake name on hand. But
No, I'll just use my name.
Okay.
yeah, I'll roll up and.
Well, 1 second, Nasara, give me another perception check.
Oh, wait. Yes. 13.
Okay. So now that this particular bidding, for the slaves has kind of gotten all of your attention, Nasara, as you're right after, you have kind of coordinated your game plan with Tycho and Montan of, you're going to probably flank him off to the side and look like, probably his high class Twi'lek or whatever have you. Montan is going to act on his behalf, so that way everybody here now looks like they have a role for some reason flanking Tycho, which makes a whole lot of sense. You actually catch the red Twi'lek, like her eye meets yours for a second, and 'cause she doesn't know what's going on or what you guys are talking about, but she starts like nudging her head a little bit and subtly nudging her with communication with her Leku, basically telling you to help, please bid.
She will sign back. Yes.
Okay. It's a series of of simple like a little bit of a gesture and how the Leku moves.
Basically, just a gesture in the
Right.
affirmative.
Sure, and it's subtle. It's not like there's a bunch of people that understand how the Leku
It's not
works.
like sign language.
Yeah, exactly. Which I will say, I know it's a little off track, but going back and rewatching the Planet of the Apes movies and them utilizing sign language through most of them, that was a really nice touch. I liked that.
So both of my just offside notes, since you brought it up, both of my twins took 2 years of sign language, and so when I introduced them to the Planet of the Apes films, they were so excited.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did they do it accurately?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, neither of them were like fluent and fast with it, and like the apes in the movies do seem to like take shortcuts with their sign language, but it's there, it's right.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so at this point, the guy now sees that there's this group of what appears to be wealthy individuals, somehow on, or in this particular sector. And Montan, as you start approaching, is like, my friends, come bid, please. I have slaves to offer.
What are the current bids for these slaves?
And you hear some grousing, amongst the crowd. And he says, I have no current valid bids. I will not sell them for the pittance of 10 credits total.
Maybe he's offering them on the wrong level.
Can I roll value to see what would be a good lowball offer?
Oh, 100%.
All these skills that I have.
It makes you feel a little dirty, knowing that you can utilize these skills this way, but you absolutely can.
16.
Nice. Okay. Given the shape that they're in, a low ball for all these. The old man is probably worthless. So that's probably where some of these people are basing their thing off. The other two are of age that they could probably, if without getting into slave trade contracts, would probably be able to work enough to work off whatever you bid on them, right? Especially the teen. So if you fed them, they would probably be serviceable enough. So in total, if you could probably get away with 200 credits at a low bid for all three.
Well, I'm going to try to make that then.
Start lower. Make it feel like you got a good deal.
Okay, so why don't you
know what you're doing?
Why don't you go ahead and make another bargain check at this point?
Mike is terrible at haggling. That's why I have dice for this.
Mike remembers the days when we would have to roll that in other games and the price started going up.
Yeah.
You're just like, why? Don't ask me to haggle. Oh, no. And you don't have a reroll, do you?
No.
Oh. All right, so you come out there and you state your piece as to what you feel the price is, and he maybe it was how you phrased it, maybe it was how you came off. You come off completely wrong, and he's like, go away, kid, you bother me. I got no use for cats here. Only actual bids. Which, Tycho, that could be your opening. You may not have as good a haggle there, but
as long as I don't roll a one.
Roll a one.
Yeah. You clearly have the station for it.
So seeing that Montan got more or less rejected by the seller, he'll.
But you did hear that he tried to open up a bid at 200.
At 200, right? He'll walk forward and he'll say, 200 seems like a good price. The old man is not worth that much. Why don't you? What's wrong with 200?
Go ahead and roll bargain.
Roll bargain. My bargain. 3D plus 1. Oh, thank goodness. 13.
Okay, 13. And he says, I understand, my lord. I understand, but I'm trying to recover debt, sizable debt, and I've been saddled with this burden. I'm trying to get everything that I can. Surely you understand the economics of this. 250. 250 is fair. It's low, but it's fair.
Very well. 250 it is.
Okay, and do you just give him 250 off the credit stick? Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's just like, and he plugs that into the data pad, and immediately you see your little data pad light up. With the legal contracts and everything, he takes that and he's like, yeah, see, y'all calling me bums. I made an honest deal here. Yeah, step forth. And he's like jerking on the chain, bringing him over.
Easy with the merchandise, man.
And so he hands you the 3 chains, and he hands you the key, which also has a button to their shock collars. And he says, and if they get out of line, all you have to do is press that button. Brings them right down to their knees. You've got total control of them. Thank you again. Thank you again, my friend. Thank you again for the business.
Much obliged.
And he goes walking off like pleased as punch at this point. Just actually putting a dent in this nasty man's debt.
Okay. Well, we are. I'd imagine the crowd disperses after a while.
It's getting there. It's getting there. They're still kind of hanging out because they're trying to make heads or tails of who you are now.
Oh,
Well,
let us
go.
let us abscond. Let us abscond to the hotel. Yeah, no, he with the 3 new individuals in tow, we will make our way to the hotel.
Okay, so you guys are walking along, and I mean they're playing the part of a slave because they are slaves, and kind of walking along. Nasara, you can tell that the Twi'lek is like dying to say something to you. Like she's just got that look on her face, like she has something to say, but it is just she's self-aware enough that she doesn't want to blurt it out.
And Nasara will signal her and say, "Wait."
So she just kind of nods and looks around, and they're all a little shaky because they like I indicated, they're malnourished, but it's also evident that they're expecting something bad to happen. That such has been their life, but they're going along. They're not fighting it because you guys are well armed comparatively, so that they wouldn't stand a chance.
If nobody is standing around observing us,
let's take him back to the hotel.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting.
Yeah.
I
mean, at this point, you guys are walking away, kind of in a large square at this point, where there's a couple like mom and pop style shops, and round a corner, and you're at the Starbird, hotel. And I mean, you're kind of leaving the crowd behind. Again, you're still getting some looks because of the way you guys are dressed, but nobody seems to be following you or gawking. Oddly enough, the fact that you guys are dressed this way and carrying slaves is actually helping.
Yeah, and Nasara's body language is kind of subservient. Like she doesn't look like a slave, obviously, but she's trying to like kind of keep her head down a little bit.
Which is totally strange for Tycho, because the women on his planet are very it's flipped. So
yep. So everybody's got a little bit of uncomfort right now.
Yeah, everybody's uncomfortable on this walk. But we will make our way to the hotel. And Montan, can you get us some rooms, please?
All right.
Please don't roll 1.
Well, I mean, we're not bargaining at a hotel, right? The rooms are.
We can't bargain. Okay.
We're gonna haggle for hotel rooms.
No, because otherwise you'd be sleeping with the fishes.
How much money do you think I got, man?
Okay.
All my money goes into droid parts.
Okay, well, I'll walk up to the counter.
And so,
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy gets up real quick, kind of looks, and then he's a real portly looking. He's actually a real portly looking Twi'lek male, flesh colored. So think Bib Fortuna from the new Mandalorian series when he was alive. He was much more slender when he was in Return of the Jedi. Times were not kind to him when he took over for Jabba. But no, and he kind of looks a second, and he says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I have just purchased these individuals, and I need a room. Preferably 1, 2. We'll need. How big are your rooms?
I have I have one large suite. There obviously isn't much call for it, but it would cost you 15 credits a night.
Excellent. I'll take it.
I just, why, thank you. Would you be needing any sort of room service with that, my lord?
Actually, yes, we will. Could we get some food, please?
Of course, right away. That would be another 5 credits. How long will your stay be?
I don't know. A week?
He's just like, oh, my friend. He says, If you pay up front for a week, I will knock off room service for 2 nights. How does that
Oh.
strike you?
That sounds really good. Okay.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. He says, and what name shall I put it in?
Put it under Jebediah Wilkinson.
So he says, that is an oddly human name.
Yes.
He kind of he jots that down real quick and he says, and would you be needing any toys, sir?
Not at this point.
Oh, I perhaps incorrectly assumed, given the lovely nature of your major domo here and some of the new retainers that you have brought on.
No.
Then simply call up to the desk. We will have some made available to you, should you need some, sir.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. He'll grab the key from the desk.
Yeah, it's just
and,
it's just a simple card, with
Okay.
like a metal piece attached to it. It almost looks more like a gas station bathroom key, sort of thing.
Okay. Well.
But I mean, he's pleased as punch at this point. He's like, he's hitting a button at this point, getting a service droid to come up to take you there and bring up some food.
Okay. Excellent. When we get to the room, and once the food is there and we're like alone,
Can we look for like recording or listening devices?
You 100% can.
Yeah, that's really a good idea.
He's so lucky that he has us.
Yes. Yes.
What would we roll for that sort of thing?
Let's see. I want to say,
Search.
yeah, we'll go with search. Under perception, sure.
Okay.
Can we just roll perception if we don't?
Yep. I mean, that's all you're really doing.
No.
Perception.
Yeah, another one.
Wow.
Wait.
Uh,
Search? Would search work?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 3D.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Yes. Roll that 6 again.
12.
Oh, roll it again. Uh-oh.
And again.
Ashi Jock is hot.
Well, this works out because Nasara is seething at this point, and so she's ready to just like.
So that'd be
Punch the wall.
19, 20.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Nasara is just a little too distracted with how close to home this all hit, and you really wanted to search, but mentally you're not there. You're just really kind of like you haven't even been on planet like 20 minutes, and you got served up. You got served up slaves. Ashijak, you're probably a bit too paranoid for your own good. And you do end up finding one security camera that is hidden in there to monitor activities.
And she will disconnect it.
Okay. In order to do that, you will need technical skills.
Okay.
I will disconnect it.
I was going to say, if you want to just point it out to Montan.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean,
Or Nasara can just punch it.
You can do it. I mean,
if I don't get it, he can come over and assist her. I mean, because if once she finds it, she's gonna take it down. She's not even going to discuss it with anybody.
Okay, so then
Not until afterwards.
Okay.
So that would be.
I'm just saying, if you do something like that and you break it, then obviously it's just going to be a price to pay for that sort of thing. That's really the only, concern there too.
9.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys end up seeing that she finds a device, pulls it out of the wall, or pulls it out of like where its little cubby hole, and sparks are flying.
Oh no! He's gonna charge me an arm and a leg.
Yeah,
No.
like another 3 credits.
No, I paid him up in advance, so he should be happy.
Yeah, can I have it?
Yeah, she'll hand it to him.
Okay, Tycho's gonna start taking off the collars and undoing the chains.
Okay, I mean, as soon as you start doing that, like they're all like panicked.
Please.
Nasara, why don't you roll cultures? Or anybody who has cultures can roll it.
Let's roll cultures.
Yeah, Montan's like, nah, not my bag.
5.
Droid culture. Can I have that?
Do droids have culture?
Take
12.
2.
Technically, they do.
Actually, yeah.
8.
Whoa!
25.
Nice.
And if you've watched Bad Batch, or not, well, it wasn't Bad Batch, it was season 3 of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That actually played a factor. Okay, so what do we got here?
25.
8.
12.
Wow. Okay, so to Tycho, one of two things usually happens when slaves are brought into privacy and their shock collars are removed. Either they're about to be freed or they're about to be executed.
Mm.
And from the looks of things, they're anticipating being executed.
Mm. Please, this is my first time, so first thing that I want to do is get you guys fed. So he's gonna like gesture over to the food, eat, and get yourself full.
And so they like kind of like look amongst themselves a second, and then the old man, whispers something and he says, "Are you gonna eat us?"
No. Who eats slaves?
And they all kind of like look to each other like they're about ready to start rattling off like instances where they've seen something like that happen.
God.
At this point, Nasara is gonna like signal to him to have a seat.
Tycho will have a seat.
And so they kind of look back and forth, but at this point, it's just the two guys kind of looking at each other like, okay, what the heck is going on when you do that? And then immediately, the Red Twi'lek throws herself at Nasara's feet, and is prostrating herself in a bow.
Very interesting.
Okay.
And she immediately says, "My lady, what are you doing here?"
Do I recognize her?
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, you must have me confused with someone else.
And she stops and looks around and she says, "Are you not my queen?"
Your Majesty.
And when she says that, like the other two are like, "Wait, what?"
May I ask?
Why is it taking you so long to answer that question?
You must be overcome with your hunger. Please relax. You're not in danger with us. We'll get you sorted out.
Okay. Nasara, with that, why don't you roll? You're gonna have to roll some kind of a bluff here at this point. Persuasion.
Okay.
There's a con skill too.
She's more persuading than trying to outright con.
Yeah.
21.
Wow.
Oh, and so she just, nods and rises back up to her feet, kind of playing with her Leku uncomfortably at this point. But they go. The food that has been provided. Speaking of which, is 1 second.
Better than that ketchup that we got on the ship.
Technically,
Oh, tell me
yes.
that's not debatable. Oh,
How are they dressed? I mean, are they just in rags?
Beat up clothing, rags. Like yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We'll
Um,
just,
You
So-
have. Hold on 1 second. You have been. Or is that it? No. Oh, dang it. Wrong page. Okay, 1 second. Okay, here we go back to this. And go back to that. There we go. All right. Sitting before you is some crate milk and Dianoga pie.
Ooh.
just like Mama used to make.
So in essence, it looks like glasses of milk and some pie, like you would find at one of those diners, like a '50s diner sort of thing, equivalent to.
Ashi will take off her cloak and cover the woman with it, so she's a little bit not as exposed.
Okay.
Tycho's
So,
gonna.
she says thank you, and kind of keeps it pinned to her chest, as they start drinking and scarfing what they can.
Tycho's gonna ask them. Okay. How long have you guys been slaves?
So the old man turns to you and he says, my name is Venaki, Ren Venaki, sir. I have been a slave most of my life.
Okay.
30 or so years.
Okay. So you know how this works then. I'm going to need an instructor on master relations.
I am to be your major domo?
No, other way around.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
While we're here, we should play the part, right?
Well, yes. I agree. I mean,
So I'm going to send our new employees out to grab some clothes because they need new clothes, and we need clothes because we can't be walking around here looking like $1,000,000. So what I was thinking was they eat, rest, shower, go buy some clothes for themselves and us, and come back. I just need to know, do you guys wear the shock collars all the time? Or can you walk around without shock
No,
collars?
he nods. He says, we are supposed to wear the shock collars unless we
Okay.
have been freed by our masters.
Ah, okay.
Are you well known in this sector?
They all kind of like look to one another and they say, and at that point the Twi'lek speaks up. She says, no, ma'am.
So if we sent you out without collars to run this errand, would you be recognized?
they were just sold.
Well,
Let
perhaps. She
them-
has a
let-
point.
Let them eat, let them rest, let them get cleaned up, and I will accompany them down to get them some clothes, and I will pick you guys up some clothing as well, just so that it looks like Lord Jebediah is actually, playing his part.
Okay, excellent. Whew. All right.
Sounds
so
like a good idea.
you'll just have to wear the collars one more time, and then we'll
Once
figure
we're
out-
off of this planetary system, yes, you will be set free.
Thank you.
Are you from here?
And they'll shake their heads.
I know it's hard to believe that somebody would actually be from Nar Shaddaa. Do you have families elsewhere?
So Ren ends up saying that no, all of his family has passed away at this point. He was actually originally from he was actually originally from Corellia, not the Corellia sector, but Corellia, the planet.
What kind of skills do you have, Ren?
He says I was. He says I was a. I labored in a. What do they call them? Shipyard. Corellia is known for the manufacturing of mini vessels, and that is where I came from.
I bet that we could get our employer to find him lodging and a job. What do you think, lady?
I think that's very feasible.
And then she's going to look at the teenager one, and she says, "What about you? What is your name?"
He says, "My name is Mazakel Ork."
Wait, I thought the boy was Ren from Corellia.
That's the old guy.
That's the old guy.
Mexican. You're going to have to put it in there. I'm like butchering this name.
Yep. I'm on it.
Oh, I actually got that guy's last name right.
Nice.
Bess Oral is the female Twi'lek.
Okay.
And then Mazakel Ork.
Yeah, I didn't even get close to his.
Star Wars names.
Yep.
And he said he's from where?
He hasn't said where he's from yet.
No. That's I'm grilling him. And where are you from?
He's what is the I don't have it in front of me, but he's from the home world of the Marillians.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's I want to say it's Marilia.
And do you have family there?
I mean, Muriel, thank you. He says, I do.
Okay. We will make sure that you get home. And she'll turn to Bess.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll ask her the same thing. What is your name?
She says, she says her name. Her name is Bess Oral. She is formerly of Onderon, but her family is now gone.
And what kind of skills do you have?
She says that I was a part of the cooking staff to the royal family.
Okay.
Since then, I have developed housekeeping skills as well as minor repair skills. Whatever my lord would have me do. But unfortunately, given what I am, those were not the skills that he wished of me.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay.
Never again will you be forced to serve in that way.
Do you have a preferred place that you would like to go?
I mean, at that point, she shrugs. She says, "My home is lost to me. I can't return, so I have nowhere to go."
Okay. Well, maybe perhaps our employer can help you out as well, and you guys can have a much better normal life.
I mean, they hear you, but they have trouble letting that sink in because of
Right.
the circumstance, being what it is.
Right. Yeah, and she understands that. Especially with Ashi. Ashi probably has seen this many times, being where she was working before she came on with these guys. I would assume. So
Not like that, no.
Okay.
Because you worked for Sovereign Mining.
Okay.
So the only slaves they hired were indentured servants that were given contracts that they could actually work off.
Okay.
We're here looking for someone. A Zabrak on this level, named Verdiontor. Have you heard of him?
The old man at that point, kind of rubs his beard as he's letting the food that he gobbled up, try and sit, and he says, "I think so." I overheard our previous master mentioning something about that, that he had a shop nearby.
Oh, excellent. I'd
Is there a
imagine.
way to look up places? Can I use my data pad and tap into some local map?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
In essence, the Google map of Star Wars. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not going to make you roll for it. Yeah, I mean, the shop in question is maybe 2 blocks over. It actually sits right. The only, I should say, the building that it sits next to, which is sits between it and where you're at, the hotel, is a place called the Meltdown Cafe.
Oh, good food.
You didn't want some of that pie and milk?
We're going to be here a while, maybe, so I don't want to eat it all week. All right, so what first? Clothes?
Clothes first, because we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't walk out looking like this.
Well, you have to, because we got to go get clothes.
No.
I think we can figure out their sizes.
All right.
And you're going to get us a good price for all of them. So we need two female outfits, 3 male.
Yes.
Okay. That is where we're going to stop for the night. So the next game we have is actually going to be on the 22nd. So hopefully we will have Dale here for that. And by then, Colin's electricity issue due to storm should probably be resolved by then. We will, before we go, Colin did not get a chance to roll. He's probably offline period at this point. So why doesn't somebody go ahead and roll for him so we get it out of the way?
Okay, yeah, somebody else roll.
It's 1d6 plus 1.
6.
Wow.
Nice.
So 6 and 2, 8.
There you go. So 8 XP. Just make sure to notate that in the roll, the separate, the birthday XP as well as the others. So that way
Yeah, I got it in the notes.
It's all taken care of. Okay, so tomorrow night is Street Fighter. Starts at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry, no, wrong week. Friday is actually our vampire game. It's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we're finally back in action with our Marvel Superheroes game on Saturday, which starts at 6 p.m. Which that reminds me, I need to get the air horn added to the sound effect bar because I like that. So thank you guys all for hanging out with us, which even though not many of you chatted, there were definitely some people in there just kind of watching and listening. So thank you guys for following along, and I hope you guys all have a good night. Good night, guys.
Night.
Night.